I don't think I did well, guys. I think he does not like me, and he's going to do something heinous to me. Are you serious? Let's play Watch the Road. After high school, I pictured a different life for myself. Somewhere far, far away from the dingy trailer park I grew up in. A huge city, maybe, or even a lovely countryside. My college didn't go the way I planned. 2 horrible semesters and my scholarship was revoked. Just like that, I was back where I started. Living at home was hell. I didn't last long. With what little money I had saved, I found a tiny apartment and a job. Not exactly my dream gig, but it was offered to me easily because of an old friend. Commercial truck driving. Woo. It's been a few years since, and it's way lonelier than I had expected because of how busy I am. I've become distant with, well, everything. My friends, family, and even myself. At least I'm making ends meet for now. I had a couple of close calls at the beginning. Bad weather for starters, and then there were evil drivers, horrific traffic. Gosh, the list could go on and on. But I'm used to it now, mostly. My sleep schedule may be whack, and my spine's beginning to hate me, but I make it work. Still, there are nights where I feel a bit off kilter. Tonight's one of those nights. Okay, sure. Jane. We're Jane. All right, Jane. Keep your eyes on the road. I nudged the side mirror with a tap of the button, taking a glance at the endless darkness reflecting on it. It looks eerie, to say the least. Jeez. It doesn't help that snow is picking up. Fat, wet flakes splat against the windshield, momentarily obscuring my view. The flurries paired with my drowsiness is a hellish combo. I cranked the wipers up a notch. Need to go find a gas station soon. Getting coffee that isn't lukewarm would be nice. A sudden movement in my headlights makes me jump in my seat. Was that a deer? Through the swirling, disorientating snow, I see something that shouldn't be there. Something, or someone, by the side of the road, next to a weathered mile marker sign. It's a young man. He's got his thumb out, arm extended hopefully into the air. The hell? My first thought is that maybe I'm daydreaming or even hallucinating since I was running on caffeine and spite. But I rubbed my eye quickly, and lo and behold, he's still there. Who in their right mind hitchhikes out here? In this weather? Now part of me knows that this is obviously suspicious and that I should stay away. But another weary, miserable part of me sees someone worse off than me. In real life, I would keep driving, but this is a visual novel. So slow down, because otherwise, what did I download this game for if I wasn't finna pick up the Hitchhiker? Oh god, this is so stupid. There's a plethora of wrong things that could happen, but I can't leave someone out here like this. It goes against every moral bone in my body. What if he freezes overnight? Like that little match girl story. Morbid. I ease my foot off the gas and the heavy box truck sighs as it loses momentum. I pulled the rig onto the shoulder, a safe distance ahead of the person. The massive tires crunch on the icy gravel. He starts walking toward the passenger side, a dazzlingly bright smile somehow lighting up his face despite the bitter cold and the terrible situation he's in. I can't help but notice how he jogs the last few steps, eager to escape the wind. As he gets closer, I roll the passenger window down a crack. A blast of frigid air hits me square in the face, and I almost regret listening to my impulse. I can get a better look at him now. He's in his early 20s at most, with freckles standing out against his pale skin. Snowflakes cling to his scruffy hair and eyelashes, and his nose is practically Rudolph at this point. He's tall, even for my perch in the truck cab. Though I own a smaller truck, so I suppose it's not a huge deal. But he still has to lean down a bit to peer inside the narrow gap of the open window. Thank you so much for stopping. Seriously, you're a lifesaver. His voice is clear and friendly, though a bit breathless. What the hell are you doing out here? The question is blunt and probably not the most welcoming, but honestly, it's the first thing that comes to mind. I eye his clothes, jeans and a thin looking jacket that wouldn't hold up against his weather for long. He's not wearing a hat or gloves from what I can see. I feel a sudden surge of irritation that I have to swallow the instinct of lecturing a random stranger. Doesn't he have any sense? At least put on some gloves. He rubs his arms briskly. Yeah, so my car kind of gave up the ghost back there about maybe 3 miles back. Just completely sputtered out. And naturally, there's absolutely zero signal out here. I've been wandering around for a while, hoping someone would pass by. Huh, I didn't see anything earlier. Must have been zoning out. My trusty flip phone decided to bite the dust about 5 minutes ago, too. You have no idea how incredibly grateful I am that you actually pulled over. He shifts his weight from one foot to the other on the ground, looking a little anxious now that he's finished his explanation. I was traveling to see my folks up in Oak Haven. It's winter break and my mom has been telling me to visit for a while, so I figured I'd go. I eye him cautiously. Oak Haven. That's about an hour and a half from here. I know, it's really unfortunate that the car went bust so quickly. Are you alone? Yeah, it's just me. He meets my gaze directly, and for a brief moment, his eyes, I can't quite make out the color, but they seem surprisingly intense and hold mine before softening once again. I promise I'm no trouble. All I need is a ride there. Gosh dang it. I can pay you for gas if you want. I stopped. I might as well let him in. Alright, hop in. It's crazy just let him freeze out there. The words feel a little alien come out of my mouth. Every rational cell in my body is most likely itching to beat me up, but the image of him out there, I can't shake it. I reach across the white cab, my hand hovering over the heavy latch on the passenger door for a brief second before I unlock it. He practically scrambles aside, pulling the door shut quickly. The man then continues to shake his head vigorously like a dog, sending droplets of water flying. A few icy drops land on the dash, right near my half-empty coffee cup, and I can't help but wince inwardly. Cleanliness is next to godliness out here. Thank you so much. He rubs his hands together, rapidly blowing on them. It's freezing out there. You have no idea how amazing this heater feels right now. I'm sure I can imagine. He grins at my curt response and glances around the truck, taking in all the various switches and gauges with wide, almost childlike eyes. Wow, I've never been inside a big rig before. Glad to help. Name's Jane. I managed to relax my shoulders a fraction. Try not to create a mess everywhere, okay? I muster up a small tired smile, feeling a tiny bit of the tension ease now that he's safely inside. Right, sorry, he says quickly, looking slightly flustered. He awkwardly tries to brush the remaining snow off his jacket and pants, directing it as best as he can onto the floor mat. I'm Ela, by the way. I'm assuming that says Ela. Seriously, Jane, you really saved me back there. He leans back in the seat, letting out a shaky breath. I can feel my cheeks heat up a bit under his gaze. Darn. Just take the compliment, don't make it weird. No, it's alright. I clear my throat. All I have left tonight is a load to drop off at Springville, and that's about a bit further from Oak Haven anyway. A bit being 3 more hours, but hey, the indomitable human spirit won today. I pull the truck back onto the slippery road, gearing the wipers to work extra hard against the accumulating snow. How long have you been driving? Oh, way too long. Since yesterday morning. I sigh, the long hours catching up to me despite the brief adrenaline spike from earlier. Shit, really? You must be exhausted. He sounds genuinely impressed. How is it actually, being a trucker? It's alright. It has its moments. It's me and the road, mostly, so it can even be peaceful sometimes in its own way. The words feel surprisingly easy to admit out loud to a total stranger. I glanced at the dancing flakes lit up by the truck's high beams. Peaceful? He sounds surprised. He leans forward a little, squinting at the windshield as if trying to see what I see. That's not how I describe this. Forgive me for finding snow pretty. Despite that, a small smile tugs at my lips. No, I swear that's not it. I mean, it is pretty, don't get me wrong. Well, I always saw driving down empty roads at night as more eerie or isolating, not peaceful. What about it makes you feel at peace? I would say the no drama. It's peaceful because it's empty. No one's around to screw things up. Oh, wait. Was that our Rose's response? Heh. Ila's smile is crooked, but it makes me feel a little warmer. People are exhausting. He picks at a loose thread on his jeans. All that pretending. You don't pretend? You don't seem like the type to bother with that. Oh, I'm just playing a role just like everyone else. But at least I know I'm doing it to see the show for what it is. That's weirdly self-aware. It's quiet again except for the swish of the wipers. Well, since he's going to see his family, I feel like that's the first thing I would ask about. Are you excited to see your family? That's okay. Yeah, I can't wait. It's been a while. I catch him flexing his fingers against his knee, like he's counting something. Well, why don't you tell me about them? Cool. What are your folks like? What they do in Oakhaven? Oh, typical stuff. Gardening, crossword puzzles, mostly, now that they're retired. Keeping busy. Before they stopped working, Dad was a doctor, a general practitioner, and Mom was a nurse. A doctor and a nurse? Wow, sounds like a solid, respectable family. Maybe this is it, a chance to see what a normal, stable life looks like up close. I don't want to be on the road forever. Meeting people like this, maybe it opens doors. I mean, a family of mostly wealthy folks loaded with all kinds of connections. This could be my way in. Huh? What? What are you talking about, Jane? It feels a bit awkward to suddenly spring it up, but it shouldn't be a big deal. He's pretty open so far. What? That sounds awesome. They sound great. Really impressive, actually. Hey, this might sound weird, and you can totally say no, but since I'm dropping you right there anyway, would it be alright if I said hi when we get there? Just for a minute? I won't stay for long, obviously. I have to drop off this stuff and, yeah, if it's not too much trouble. It'd be cool to meet them and, see a little more of Oakhaven. The air in the cab goes instantly cold, colder than the snow outside. His face smooths out completely. Every trace of warmth, of humor, and of humanity drains from his features. Ayla's eyes are suddenly terrifyingly still, empty like deep, dark pools of water. No. Yeah, you should apologize because I was weird as hell. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Just got a bit carried away. Like, desperate much? My gosh. It's fine. His tone is still a bit stiff. What the? It's quiet again, except for the swish of the wipers. That was weird. We're just gonna ask about his car troubles, I guess. I know I shouldn't, but wait. I feel like I should test him. Wait, I did. Okay, well. He is a little odd. Hey, about your car earlier. What about it? Where exactly did it break down? You never really said where exactly it stopped working. Oh, like I said, around mile marker 70. Why, you don't believe me? It's not that, but wait, I thought you said it was mile marker 82 or 83 when I first picked you up. Uh, Ela Finches. Yeah, that's what I meant. 82 or 83. Sorry, I must be getting tired. Uh, that's bullshit. Oh my gosh, the snow outside suddenly gets even thicker now. I was sure the forecast said it was gonna stop earlier, but this is only getting worse. Shit, can't even see past the hood at this point. Hmm. Statistically, this is when most drivers make fatal mistakes. Are you sure you'll be okay driving on? Why did you say it like that? Don't have much of a choice. That's kind of what it makes the world feel smaller, doesn't it? Especially with no cars around. I'm going to say it's pretty. Still kind of beautiful though. I feel like I'm in a maze or a snow globe even. His smile is small and doesn't reach his eyes. It's quiet again except for the swish of the wipers. Try to learn more about his college life. So what's college like these days? Must be tough. Med school. All this late night cramming. Facts about whatever it is you guys cram. How do we know? Did he say that he was in med school? I'm confused. I don't remember that. Labs, lectures, more or less. Learning all the ways the body can break down. Fascinating stuff, really. Oh, yeah, scary stuff. There's not too much time for anything else. Sounds lonely? Yeesh. You're asking me if I was lonely, but look at you. Sounds like a pretty solitary existence. I didn't say it was inherently a bad thing to be lonely, though. It's a state of being, like any other. So, okay then. I try to sound casual, though I'm sure I'm failing miserably. You mentioned you were heading there to visit family? That's right. My parents, they live outside the main town. Right, your parents. Something about his smile feels just curious, with the weather and all. They couldn't send someone out to pick you up, or it seems odd him hitchhiking like this. If his folks were expecting him so close, most people would have called for a ride. Oh, no. They're expecting me, but he hesitates for a beat. Since my older brother gave me the car, I thought I'd make use of it. Then, well, car troubles out of nowhere. I don't know what this means, like at all. I don't know what these options mean. Okay, I get that, but just to be sure I'm dropping you off in the right place. What's the cross street near their place? Ila's easy smile vanishes. His gaze drifts out the side window. He takes a shallow breath before answering. Maple Street. Yeah, Maple Street. It's near the old high school, St. Lucille's. Maple Street, St. Lucille's High School. I searched my memory, the names of the streets and landmarks in Oak Haven. It's a small town. I delivered to a few places there over the past few months. I know the general layout. Oak Haven doesn't have a Maple Street, Ela. His face goes eerily blank. You're right. His voice is soft, almost amused. It doesn't. So you just lied to me? No, it's a pretty popular joke in Oak Haven. A dumb one in all honesty. See, when outsiders ask where we live, we always say Maple Street near Lucille's because he leans in closer. There was this old urban legend in Oak Haven about a teacher who haunted Maple Street. Kids used to dare each other to run past her house at night. But the thing is that Maple Street doesn't exist anymore. The town council renamed it decades ago after some mayor's wife. So when people ask for directions, locals mess with them by sending them to a street that doesn't exist anymore. I'm not really sure where the St. Lucien's part originated from, though. That was St. Lucien? Oh, that's stupid, I know, but my dad thinks it's hilarious. Guess it rubbed off on me. Either you're a really good liar or that's the actual thing there. That kind of makes sense. Small towns do weird shit like that. Lord knows the type of pranks I used to do to unsuspecting folks. This one seems harmless. We're just going to laugh it off because this is getting awkward. He can be dropped off wherever he wants to be dropped off at. Ain't my problem. Okay, that's actually kind of funny, sneaky bastard. Told you it was dumb. The snow outside seems to swirl thicker, obscuring the road ahead. For a moment, I could swear Hila's reflection in the window isn't smiling at all. It's quiet again, except for the swish of the wipers. On the isolation of the road. You ever notice how isolated it feels at night? Like we're the last people on Earth? Feels like we're the last people on Earth out here. Wouldn't that be nice? Now, why would you say that? Every bump in the road sends a jolt through my hands. I keep stealing glances at Hila. He's unnaturally still. A green sign finally looms into view. My heart is hammering. The wipers are struggling to keep up. He hasn't stopped staring at me. His eyes, which were so expressive when I picked him up, are now so flat. I don't think I did well, guys. I think he does not like me, and he's going to do something heinous to me. You're quiet now, huh? What's with the silent treatment, Hila? Why'd you pick me up, Jane? If you're just gonna act like I'm a problem. Because you were stranded in the storm, Hila. What else was I supposed to do? I didn't know you were gonna act. I cut myself off, the words catching my throat. I don't want to say it. I don't want to give it a name. Act like what? Say it. Weird. You're acting really fucking weird, man. My voice is rising. I don't like this. I'm trying to focus on the road, but he's right there, staring at me, edging me on. You talk like you're scared of me, Jane. Like you're afraid of what I might do. Yeah, you don't say. Whoa, what's up with this music? I'm not. Just shut the hell up, alright? Shut up and let me drive. Yo, this is crazy. To be talking like this to somebody that's sitting in your car. Hila snorts. You're scared because you know I'm not some random person. You knew the second you saw me. What, is he stalking me? I'm so lost. The fuck does that even mean? And why does the road look like that? My voice cracks. I hate that. I sound weak. You think you're safe just because you're the one behind the wheel? Just because you're driving? That you're in control? No, I don't think I'm safe at all, actually. I'm very unsafe when another person is sitting next to me in my car. Well, in my vehicle. Shit. Of course this happens when I decide to be a good Samaritan. Back the hell off, alright? I don't know what your deal is, but the ride is over once I hit the next turnout. You're walking. I'm gonna call the cops. There's not gonna be a next turnout, Jane. He leans closer, his face suddenly too close. Instinctively, I flinch, pulling back against the seat, my gloved hand tightening on the wheel. Don't fucking touch me, you asshole. His hand slams down on the wheel, yanking it hard to the right with an impossible strain. Oh! Are you serious? I knew it was gonna crash. But I thought maybe he would like attack me. Not just literally just grab my wheel and crash the doggone vehicle. My gosh. We begin tonight with breaking news from the interstate. State police are investigating a fatal single vehicle accident that occurred late last night during the heavy snow. Oh my gosh. A commercial truck registered to MNC Trucking veered off Interstate XX near mile marker The driver, identified as Jane, was pronounced deceased at the scene. The vehicle was a total loss. The cause of the crash remains unclear, though investigators cite adverse weather as a primary factor. Currently, foul play is not suspected, though we will be featuring a spokesman from MNC Trucking later today, who will hopefully have more information for us regarding their safety protocols and conditions of their fleet. It is currently unknown if the family of the victim, Jane, intends to pursue legal action against MNC Trucking. Adding to the mystery, authorities confirmed that there was a passenger in the vehicle at the time of the crash. However, their identity remains unknown. There are no... This little bitch just... He really swerved my doggone truck and killed me. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe let's try not to piss him off this time. Stars. Well, when the sky gets clear out here, all the way from the city pollution, you can see every single star. Something else. I described, feeling a warmth spread through me, remembering it. Unfortunately, there's no stars to bask in tonight, but the mere memory is enough to make me calm. It takes me back a little, or actually, I used to be kind of artsy, crafty kid in high school. I used to sit in art class and poke holes in the cardboard with a pen, arranging them in like constellations with a ribbon and painting over it, along with a whole bunch of shit. I got an award for it. One of the judges told me it looked like I cut a piece of the sky off and presented it to them. And sun rises. Man driving towards the coast, watching the sky turn all those impossible colors over the water. I love driving by beach towns for that reason, even if I can't stop sometimes. That sounds amazing. I get it now, a little bit. Seeing stuff like that on drives must be refreshing. A comfortable silence settles between you as the miles roll by. The snow has eased up slightly. Okay. Wait. Oh, we in a good spot. The snow isn't like real heavy this time. Oh, wow. Okay. So maybe that's a cool indicator. I blink. Oh, slowly fighting off a yawn that threatens to split my mouth open. My eyelids feel heavy, and I have to force myself to focus on the road ahead. Hey. Hila's voice is quiet, and yet it breaks a spell on me. I turn my head slightly towards him, rubbing my eyes with my free hand. I was thinking about what you said earlier, about the stars. It reminded me of something. My drowsiness fades a little, replaced by curiosity. What? When I was maybe 10, 11, I used to sneak out sometimes. It was really hard. My old man kept pretty close eye on me, but with a little planning, I managed to find this old abandoned observatory. It wasn't too far from my house, but since I had seen it out once when I was... He coughed and cut himself off before resuming. Well, when I was out before, so I knew exactly where it was. Hunting? The roof had mostly collapsed in the center, but that was the best part, ironically. You could climb inside, lie right there on the dusty concrete floor, look straight up through the hole and see everything. No street lights, no house lights, no trees blocking your view, no light pollution at all. Just an endless sky. I'd lie there for hours sometimes. It felt like the whole universe, the whole sky was only for me. Only for me. That's beautiful. Wow, that sounds incredible. My voice is softer than I expected. It was. He looks out the window for a moment. His gaze is fixed on something I can't see. A faraway look in his eyes that makes him seem much younger. Almost vulnerable. It's probably falling apart even more now. Most likely rubble and rust, but I wonder if someday I could take you there. Oh? Now you flirting with me. My breath catches slightly. It would never happen, of course, but the mere thought of it, I'd like that. A warmth spreads through my chest. It's unexpected and a little confusing. Did you ever have a place like that? grandpa's porch? My grandpa's porch. He had this old swing. The memory makes me choke up a bit, but I compose myself quickly. We sit there after rainstorms. The sun would beam down on us and he'd dance with me. I said and did a lot of awful things to my gramps over the years that I regret, but he'll always bring me over to the porch and talk it out. Sounds perfect. There's a wistfulness in his voice that makes my chest ache. The road curves gently ahead. For a moment, the headlights catch Ela's face at the right angle. His freckles stand out across his nose and cheeks, and his lashes cast shadows when he blinks. I try to keep my gaze fixed on the asphalt and the yellow lines blurring beneath the tires, but it's hard. My eyes keep wanting to drift back to him. It's strange. You know that? This is going way different just from me picking one different choice. I did realize when I picked that no drama, that Ish was kind of like, wait, maybe that made it seem like I didn't want him in the vehicle with me. Strange. How? He leans his head against the window, watching me through his half-lidded eyes. Most people don't really do all this. I mean, picking up a total stranger, driving them halfway across the state in the middle of the night, having full-blown conversations with them. It's really nice, don't get me wrong. You're a really good person, Jane. I haven't met someone like you before. I can feel my throat dry at his words. The dashboard clock reads 2:17 a.m. The world outside might as well not exist. It feels like we're the only two people left in it, trapped in this moving bubble. Suddenly the truck hits a particularly deep pothole. The vehicle lurches violently. Ela is thrown slightly to the side, and his hands flies out instinctively, landing firmly on my forearm to steady himself. Sorry. No, don't worry about it. The road's pretty rough. Where can we get a little tease? A little tease? Tease? Getting a little familiar, aren't we, Ela? A slow, shy smile spreads across his face. A faint flush rises in his cheeks, painting them a faint, endearing red in the dim light. Sorry. I blink a bit at how genuine it sounded, and cough, turning my own face away to hide how it burned. It's okay. His thumb brushes against my wrist. Oh, wiping over the white leather of my glove. His searching eyes never leave mine. Jane. His voice is soft and raspy. It's barely above a whisper. He trolls off. Touch his hand? On impulse, my gloved hand, which was, if this goes wrong, I'm reloading. My gloved hand, which was still resting over the gear shift, turns palm up beneath his. His eyes widen slightly, a look of which I can only assume to be profound sense of ease. Oh, okay. Wait, this is kind of cute, even though I still think you're a bitch. His fingers entangle with mine, tentatively at first, then confidently. Ela's grip is warm and firm around my work glove. He slowly pulls my hand away from the gear shift, holding it freely in his lap before lifting it upwards as if to examine it. A giddy, almost breathless feeling bubbles up in my chest. It feels nice, more than nice. It feels right, in a way. I squeeze his hand gently for a second, then force myself to release it, pulling my focus back onto driving even as my heart begins to flutter. It's quiet again, except for the swish of the wipers. Okay, that was okay. Now we really gotta make sure we don't mess up. What if we quietly observe him? I glimpse at Ela from the corner of my eye, trying to be subtle. He's staring out the window again, can't read anything from his expression. He seems relaxed, almost peaceful as he watches the snow. His shoulders are slumped slightly, and he lets out a soft sigh. My heart is beating faster than it should. He's an enigma. It's okay. Try to learn more about his college life. Make friends. Sounds rough. No time to, like, grab beers with classmates? No, not really. Everyone is focused on superficial shit. Making money, buying cars. You see yourself as better than other people then? Too busy playing God to hang out with mortals? What kind of response is that? He doesn't scramble to defend himself and shrugs instead. Huh? That's how you want to frame it. And for some reason when he says it, I don't feel a sense of arrogance. I don't think I like that. That was ass. That was crazy. Parties? Come on, don't tell me you don't blow off steam at parties sometimes. Parties? No, I tend to avoid large gatherings. You're an introvert? I never would have guessed. But the way you managed to hold a conversation with me this entire time. Okay, I guess it's gonna get thicker now anyway. It's pretty. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like asking about his family is just... We'll ask, but I might be going back. Don't want to pry. It must be nice getting back home. I hope you guys have a good visit. I decided not to pry about his family just yet. Thanks, I'm looking forward to it. Still, what was the brief hesitation about? So, okay then. Okay. I'm gonna let it go. Maybe I'm overthinking it. It's probably awkward family stuff. I decided not to pry and let in the small inconsistencies slide. It's late. I'm tired and I just want to get this over with. Gotcha. Makes sense. I say you'd rather lend you the car though, even if it's still broke down. A wave of relief seems to wash over his face, replaced by that easy, charming smile again. It's like a mask slipping back into place. Oh no. Couldn't agree more. He's a good guy. I can't shake the feeling that I missed something, but push it down. It's quiet again. Can we listen to the radio? Let me try again. I fiddle with the turner knob. Scan slowly. Come on, you piece of junk. Winter storm warning. Backstreet's back, all right? What? Backstreet Boys. You know it. Signal's still awful though. The green exit sign finally looms into view. Okay. I lick my dry lips, considering my options. Huh? Should we just continue toward Oakhaven? I'm confused about this. Continue? It's better to power through. I've got to sleep. Oh, okay. I got a schedule to keep. The road feels less daunting now, almost welcoming. There's a comfortable silence between us. Ela hums a tuneless melody softly to himself as he watches the snow melt down his window. His shoulders seem less rigid. He looks almost at peace. The trees are spacing out a little. I give it 5 minutes and we'll be in Oakhaven, hopefully. Seems that way. My feet are starting to thaw, thankfully. What? Really? Was the heater not strong enough? Shit, you should let me know, Ela. I fret with the truck's temperature controls constantly, but it never seemed to make a difference. He chuckles a little at my reaction. Don't worry, Jane. I'm accustomed to the cold. It's nice to feel the blood flowing properly again. He flexes his fingers, almost stretching them out in the warm air from the heater. A small, content sigh escaping him. The sound eases some of the knots in my own shoulders. You must be looking forward to getting home. More than you know, Jane. Getting back to my family, my mom and dad. We're a tight knit bunch. Always have been. My mom especially. She lights up the whole house. He gives me another one of his soft smiles. It's disarming the way he cares for his family. And I can't help but feel a pang of jealousy at the bond they share. But still, how lovely it must be to have such a strong support system waiting for you. I don't understand this. Express ease? Glad we're almost there. This weather was no joke. You'll handle it well. You're a good driver, Jane. His compliment, simple as it is, makes my ears heat up. I will hope you'll be a good driver, driving this big old thing. The first scattered lights of Oak Haven finally appear in the horizon, twinkling through the last of the fallen snow. Welcome to Oak Haven. Looks like we made it. A wave of genuine relief washes over me as I see the town sign, almost forgetting about the strange man beside me. I pulled the truck to the side of the road a little ways past the main town sign near a darker patch of woods. Jane? Ela turns to me, that easy warm smile back on his face. It feels more genuine than it has all night, a true expression of gratitude and perhaps something more akin to friendship. Actually, my parents' house is just a short walk from here. It's better than trying to navigate the rig of these small town roads, especially with the snow and ice. The streets get pretty narrow, and I'd hate for you to get stuck after everything you've done. You could drive a little bit up to Oak Haven's Main Street. It's a safe spot. Nobody bothers anyone this far out. And then if you're up for it, I could walk you there. My dad, he'd probably love to meet you. He always appreciates a good story, and you certainly give me one to tell. He's smiling so genuinely, his eyes soft and inviting, and after everything, he seems so normal right now. Maybe this is it, the chance to connect with people after all. It feels like a small reward for braving the storm. We're going to walk with him. Just don't have someone sabotage my vehicle. I like that, Ela. Let me park here then. He smiles at me as I maneuver the truck off the Oak Haven's Main Street. It's lined up with the doormat shops that have their windows darkened out and a single traffic light casting a red glow. Visiting it at night is peaceful. I was well acquainted with Oak Haven already, but never stayed for longer than I had to. Now I kind of wish that I didn't have to drop off anything so I could have more time to explore. Lead the way. I lock the truck and step outside along with him. You sure my truck won't get towed? Nah, you'll be fine. Come on, follow me. It's really chilly outside. I wrap my hands around myself, glancing around. It's so quiet out here. I guess everyone's asleep. Right? We could wreak havoc out here and nobody would ever know. This one right here, officer. Ela laughs a bit at my rather unfunny comment before directing me towards a narrow path. My brow plums white in front of me. I wonder how long it's been since I took a stroll like this at night. We continue walking for a few minutes, right towards a path between tall, dark trees. It looks like a path. It looks less like a path and more like a gash. Jesus, do your folks live in the wilderness? That's a bit of a shortcut. Saves us a few minutes and avoids the longer route around a block. Do you mind? Man. Lead the way then. The air grows no. Okay, dang. This is going so much different. I thought we was gonna drop him off and it'd be like, okay, cool, that was the first day. I don't know, get his number or something. The air grows noticeably denser as we step beneath the dense canopy of trees. The moonlight struggles, then fails entirely to penetrate the thick, intertwining branches. Ow! The gentle crunch of the snow beneath our boots is now the only sound. You trust in this random stranger, like walking with him. I mean, I chose that option, but it really is quite cold. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Ela just a step ahead. He turns, a soft smile playing on his lips. His eyes in the dim light seemed to hold a curious glint that I hadn't noticed before. What's with that look? I don't know. He trying to trap me. After you, Jane. Why after me? Ah! Wait, what? But I need you to guide me. I know. I just need to look through my bag for my keys, just in case my folks are sleeping. I pull my coat tighter around me, a shiver running down my spine that has nothing to do with the biting cold, and walk ahead. The feeling of 1,000 unseen eyes watching from the deep woods suddenly gripped me. Fuck, I don't like this. Ayla, did you find your keys yet? Could you go in front of me? A sharp, blunt force explodes against the back of my head. The world spins. Cool. My legs give out from under me, and I crumple to the ground. A wave of nausea rolls over me, accompanied by a blinding, throbbing pain at the base of my skull. It, 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 it hurts. What? The last thing I hear before consciousness completely slips away from me is Ela's voice as he crouches beside me, pulling me close. Shh. Jane, it's all right. Don't be scared. You're coming home. Oh, home? My eyes shut, and darkness swallows me whole. Captivity route? Oh my gosh. That's the captivity route? Oh my gosh. Okay, wait a minute. Let's take the exit, maybe? Hey, Ela, do you mind if we make a quick stop? My eyes are killing me. Hmm? He turns from the window, blinking like he's coming out of a trance. Of course, you've been driving forever. We could both use a break. I feel like oh gosh. Thanks. Phew, at least that's covered. The ramp curves, okay, shifting as we descend towards the surface area. Realistically, I had to drop off everything at Springville by 7 a.m. Wait! What do you do? What? Arbor? Do you mind, sir? Look, the weather's getting worse. Maybe we should hold up till the sun comes out. We? Yeah. I mean, you can take one of the cabs usually waiting at the motel if they have one available. I'll cover it if you don't have a large amount of cash with you. Got you this far along anyway. Or I could stay with you. You are bold. You're bold, my guy. You're very bold. Just make sure you don't sleep through anything. Wait, what? Really? But don't you have to get back to your folks? They can wait. Yeah, 'cause they ain't there. He ain't got no folks. Gee, looks like we have a charmer here. I laugh a little, but I can feel my face heat up. I have to splurge, Book 2 whole rooms. Or he could stay with you, like he said. Who said that? We can just share a room. I swear my heart stopped beating for a second as I refocused my gaze to the road. What? Sir, this is our first meeting. Please, Jane. Oh, please. You know what? You're right. We can share a room, Ela. No funny business. I just don't want you to spend more money than you have to. This slide trickster. Yeah, see, he knew my weakness. One of my weaknesses has been saying please. Fine. One room would be good. I mumble it And though I don't look at him, I know that he's smiling. Little bitch. Okay, motel route. Okay, I'm kind of ready for this full game. This is interesting. Okay. Let's also decline to walk and see what happens. No, I really can't, Hila. I gotta get this load delivered. My dispatcher is gonna kill me if I'm late. And I'm already pushing it beyond what he'll tolerate. But thanks for the offer, really. I can just drop you off there. Drop you off here. You know, you're away from here, right? Understood. Safe travels then, Jane. His smile remains, though it seems a little more wistful now. And a disappointment in his eyes, but it was clear there was no anger within those depths. Alright, Hila. Where do you want me to drop you off? Just point me in the right direction. Here is fine, Jane. I can walk the rest of the way. It's not far at all now. Are you sure? Yes. He unbuckles his seatbelt and gathers his warm backpack from the floor. Thank you, seriously, for everything tonight. You really saved me. I don't know what I would have done out there. I won't forget this. No problem, Hila. Glad I could help. Stay safe out there. He nods before stepping out of the truck, pulling the door shut. I watch him in the rearview mirror until he's just a dot, before pulling back onto the main road. Okay. I hope you didn't do anything suspicious. I finally made it. Huh? What is this? Weird guy, but he was cool. I hope he made it home okay. Rick, 7B, confirmed drop off. 7B here, delivery complete. We completed the delivery. Well, that's that. I should go get some shut-eye. Okay. Wait, what was that ending? I don't know what that said. I clicked too fast. Whatever. I guess it was just uneventful ride. Well, I hope this video was fun for you. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it was good background noise. Whatever it was for you, I hope it was positive. And I'll see you next video. Bye.